Hey everyone! Tara Doyle-Enneking here, the Puyallup Sumner Chamber, here with President of Pierce College Puyallup, Darrell Cain.
Hi, I'm Ivy Enneking. I'm the Director of Membership Engagement here at Puyallup Sumner Chamber of Commerce.
So the City of Puyallup's doing a great thing. They are honoring higher education. This is Higher Education Appreciation Week. Wazoo had their opportunity last week. It's Pierce College's week to celebrate all that's great about higher education. So today, Darrell Cain's here to talk to us about some of the fun events they have planned this week and to tell us about his first year as president here. So welcome and thank you for joining us on Chamber Chatter Live.
All right, well, it's exciting to be here. So look forward to sharing information about Pierce College and all the exciting events we have coming on, I guess, taking place this week. So it should be a great time and a great fun. So as you come out and look at some of the events as I described them, I'll share more information about that. But I think it'll be something for everyone, including family as well as in the business community as well.
Yeah, that sounds great. Well, we can go ahead. We have a flyer here, and I'll let you go ahead and talk about some of those. May as well just jump right into it so folks can put it in their calendar, and we'll recap the dates again at the end in case some folks miss it. But tell us what's going on. It looks like starting tomorrow.
Yes, starting tomorrow, we have a guest lecture that's going to take place on campus, and William Lokey, he's going to be a feature that's going to talk a little bit about in terms of volcanoes and just because of where we're at in terms of location-wise. And so it's always in terms of
in the back here.
Yes. But as part of understanding the history of Mount Helen anyway, and that what took place and how to best be prepared in case anything happened here in the South region. And also too, just to make sure that education and knowledge and how we pass that on so we can make sure and understanding what may happen or what may not happen. You know, obviously we don't know, but that's going to be one of our key events that's going to take place on campus from 6:30 to 7:30. And so it's going to be in our library science room and room 234.
Fantastic. And then it looks like on Thursday, the Chamber is partnering with you to put on a celebration of music at Pierce College. So tell us a little bit about what that's going to entail.
Yes, that's going to be our signature event that's going to take place. And so on Thursday, we'll have some live music. Basically, we're going to have some of our alumni that's actually going to come back and perform. And so as part of that event, we will have some refreshments, as well as some beverages available. In addition, we're going to have one of our own staff members. He has a blues band. And so they're going to be performing as well. So we're going to have a live blues band performing. And also we'll be having tours. And so parts of the tours that show signature components of what we offer at Pierce College. At the same time, we'll have opportunities to engage with some of our faculty, staff members, and students to talk a little bit about what their programs and what they have available.
And so maybe we'll get lucky enough and Ivy will sing for us as well.
With my beautiful voice.
Awesome.
Oh, only for alumni. I'm not one. Too bad.
Hi, Kyle Harkey. We've got board member Kyle Harkey tuning in. We appreciate it. Nice to see you. You are amazing. Amazing landscapes.
Yes.
Okay, great. And then we've got some weekend events too. So Friday, October 4th at 6:30. What's going on that day?
Yes. So what we have taking place is, again, we want to cater to all needs. So we're going to have a family night, and so we'll actually be showcasing the movie Aladdin.
Oh,
and
wonderful.
so our student life department and our students, they're the ones that are actually hosting that event.
Okay.
And so again, there's going to be an opportunity to see the movie and just have some good fellowship and enjoy the good time with family.
Fantastic. And then Saturday, looks like we've got a big soccer game.
Yes. So both our men's and women's soccer team will be having actual scheduled event that's going to take place. And so as part of that, it's going to be a double hitter. And our women's soccer team will perform actually at 12 o'clock for their first match. And then we'll have our men's soccer team actually at 2:15. And so that's going to be a heritage soccer field. So again, a good time, and we're actually inviting some of our youth soccer league programs, inviting them to also be participants of this event as well. So again, a good time just to enjoy fellowship with friends and family members, and to go ahead and support your Pierce College Raiders.
Yep, also, I love it.
Awesome.
So we met Darrell Cain through Leadership Institute.
Yes.
Both Ivy and I participated in that wonderful program that it's coming up again, time to sign up for next year. But it was a unique program. I feel like those that were in our cohorts, I feel like we're all going to be lifelong friends. There was a lot of sharing and bonding and, self-reflection and sharing stories and just a lot of learning we did together. So for that, we feel forever bonded with you,
Yes,
Darrell.
yes, yes. I feel forever bonded. Forever. We won't let go. Forever bonded.
Never let go.
Forever, yes.
But tell us about what that experience was like for you, going through Leadership Institute.
No, I think the Leadership Institute was really a good opportunity for me coming in. I didn't know as many members of the community, and that allowed me to get better acquainted and to learn about others, and also too just in terms of identifying what are some of the signature programs, events, as well as about understanding what key agencies that's available in our community and how we best work with them. I enjoyed also having the tours when we went to Sumner and being able to look in terms of supply chain management and all the logistics components and business and industries in that area. And also that made me more aware in terms of where Pierce College can come into play.
Yes.
And how we make sure that we're fulfilling some of the workforce needs of those areas as well.
Absolutely.
But no, it was just great in terms of the bonding, camaraderie that was established and the interaction and just a good fellowship.
And how did you like the improv day?
Well,
we were all a little nervous about it.
no, you just don't know what to expect on the improv. And so in your mind, you may be thinking about something else. However, you don't know what's going to come out the box and what's going to be ahead for you. But no, it was good. I enjoyed it. It was a good time. And sometimes you get in a certain comfort zone and you're not as spontaneous. And so this helps bring the more creativity out of you.
Yep.
And to reflect on those moments. So it was a valuable experience for me. So I really had a good time with it.
Good. So hopefully you'll be sending someone from Pierce College next year as well.
Yes. More need to be involved. It's a great opportunity.
What would you say you've identified as your leadership style? Since we spoke of a lot of different types of leaders.
Yes, my leadership style is probably a combination. I don't know if I have one person that I would say this is B. I think a lot of it's about situational leadership and how you adapt your leadership style based on the environment that you're in. And so sometimes I may find myself where, again, try to be collaborative. Obviously, that's part of it. And we have a shared governance model at Pierce College. And so it's really important to make sure that you have other voices that's being heard when you're at the table and discussing new ideas, new projects. And at the same time, I'm a strong believer, probably more learning growing up as a child in terms of service leadership. Right. And being a servant leader, really giving back and making sure that how and what you do is critical to help serving the needs of others so they can become better, so that they can rise to the top, so that they can elevate. Yep. And a lot of that's really just giving back. And so I want to make sure that all my staff members, employees, and anyone that I come in contact with recognize their possibilities. So therefore, I want to make sure I sow seeds into them so they can thrive.
I like it.
Awesome. Servant leadership was something we spent a whole day on in Leadership Institute, and I know I particularly really enjoyed that day. And then we got to do a project together. Right. And you and I both actually won.
Yes.
Raffle drawings.
Yes.
And I felt bad. We're like trying to give back, and I guess that's kind of how it goes.
That was good
when
karma.
you give the most.
Right. Yeah. No, and it was something that I wasn't really anticipating.
Kirk Hardkey.
Sorry. Well, hi, Kirk. Well, no, I'm wondering what the blue box is.
It says tap to invite a viewer to be in your broadcast, so you can invite other people to come live with you. I don't imagine
Kyle, Kirk, would you like to come live?
Wants to come live with us.
Okay.
Maybe, though.
Maybe.
You never know.
Right.
That's a good way we could do these from a distance. So we could, if you wanted to stay in your office or something, or anyone really, you could do a live with them that way.
Okay.
That'd be interesting.
Not a bad idea.
So you've bought a home here recently, or moved into a new home?
Yes.
Is that what I heard? Okay.
Yes. And so when I transitioned here, obviously I didn't know exactly where I would be living, and you know, but more importantly, it's like, okay, how far is the commute to work? So that was probably number one factor. But recognize that too, since I have two kids, my son and my daughter, I want to make sure that they have ease of access to school as well. So we ended up purchasing a home here, and so we're located more in, I guess, South Hill, you know, but still I consider it Puyallup. Others say,
yeah.
But I just want to make sure that ease of access, and two, you know, just recognizing that I didn't want a long commute and want to drive far away, and I want to be part of the community here, and so that was really important in my decision.
And you moved from Indiana?
Yes, relocated from Indianapolis, Indiana, and so at the time period, it was just one of those things you kind of think about. Honestly, I'd never been to Washington. But let me take that back. I've been to Washington. I've never been to Puyallup. So had the opportunity, more so Seattle. But it was just one of those things where it's like, it was a great opportunity for me. And also, too, I mean, I think that the area is beautiful, and I just love the scenery of it. And so I think a combination of the people that I've interacted with, in addition, I did know some, you know, friends that lives in the area, so that also encouraged me in terms of making my decision a lot easier as well. But ever since, haven't looked back, and really have been really enjoying the opportunity being here.
Oh, good. And your wife's working in the area as well?
Yes, my wife, and she's a school teacher.
Okay.
So she works with the Puyallup School District, and so she likes her community in terms of her community network in her profession as an educator. So that's really going well, and I think that too, just being able to, again, for the betterment of helping other kids and allowing them to recognize here's another person they can connect with, that they can identify with as well. And so with her population that she works with, it's an alternative school program, but it just allows her to help students who may not foresee or believe in themselves, give them necessary encouragement, and remove any doubts or fears about learning.
Love it.
Yeah.
So a student could be with your family pretty much all the way through then, huh?
Yes, no, and actually what we say is that she works with the little kids, I work with the big kids.
Yeah,
so
there you
that's
go.
the mantra that we utilize.
I like it.
We're always teaching them, you know, so
Probably
it's really
have
important.
similar stories though, huh? They all act the same.
Yes, and in fact, this depends, you know, where you're at and what you're doing. Sometimes the big kids are more challenging than the little kids, but no, it's just really important in terms of just making sure we give back as educators and helping others to live and pursue their dreams and hopes.
I love
Absolutely.
it. I love it. I don't know if you want to touch a little bit about how you landed in education, because I know you tried a few different hats on, and I think sometimes that's an interesting story to hear when so many of us think we've plotted our career and, oh my, look, he's the president of this college, but it certainly wouldn't have looked that way at a certain age. I think you would be shocked at a certain age to know this is where you would have landed.
Right, no doubt about it.
I made it sound like you came from prison or something. I didn't mean that.
No.
Wasn't like that.
Yeah, no. But no, I never had a thought about one day growing up, I want to be a president of a college. You know, that never came across my mind, never thought about it. And in fact, when I was growing up, I thought about education. However, I thought of more education just to get a job.
Yeah.
And so that was my goal, just to get a job, you know. So I know my parents, they always instilled to me, just do something productive, you know. So during that time period, I just found myself kind of challenged, particularly when I was graduating from high school, didn't know what I wanted to do. And in fact, I was so indecisive that I was literally going to join the Navy and utilize that as a career option.
Right.
You know, not a bad option, but that's where I was headed. I wasn't really thinking about, you know, college or anything like that. But I had an aunt, and she had a good influence on me, and she says, well, Darrell, before you make a decision, I'm going to give you some options. And so one of her options was that, well, you can actually move to California. She lives in Pasadena, California. And so you can stay with me, and, you know, just kind of figure yourself out. But she says, there's also one caveat in terms of what you have to do if you reside with me. And she said, you're going to have to take at least one class at the college. And so, lo and behold,
Not too big of an ask.
Not too big, but so when she said that, I said, okay, well, all right, take a class. So once I went to the college, actually it was Pasadena City College, and I looked at the curriculum in our programs, and I said, is there a class, and I thought about that can actually have a career behind it. And I said, well, you know what? Real estate. I could take a real estate class.
There you go.
And so therefore, that would be my one class, and I would have a job. And I thought that was going to be my plan.
Yeah.
However, it didn't work out that way because, lo and behold, I remember actually studying for it was a practice exam, and I looked at some of the questions, and I was like, okay, these are a little bit harder than I thought. I'm thinking real estate, you're just selling something and passing on information, and you're talking about the houses.
Sign here.
Yeah,
here.
and then they start talking about contracts and these legal terms and value assessment of property and taxes. and so, lo and behold, I took the practice exam. This practice exam, I failed it.
Oh.
So, after that failure, I was like, wow, this is a wake-up call. So I had to kind of regroup, get some things together, and really just utilize in terms of what resources and things that I was lacking in terms of academic skill sets.
Yep.
So I just made a commitment that, okay, well, I'm going to right this wrong. And also, too, I just wanted to make sure my aunt wasn't no longer displeased with me.
Yeah.
So therefore, I put my full effort, getting more committed to college, and started utilizing resources. So I then finished up 2 classes and received an A and a B.
Nice.
So I was like, that's my turning point. So
Yeah.
figured it out.
That's
But
awesome.
that's what life is all about. So, but that put me on a track that when I continue on my education, that I want to find a way to give back, because I know that the others would probably experience similar predicaments as myself. And so I was like, well, then what can I do to help others? And so I just feel that I'm a living, walking testimony to help others to recognize what their full potential may be.
Fantastic. I love that story.
Yes.
That's great. Well, also congratulations are in order. We are super excited here at the Puyallup Sumner Chamber to welcome you on as one of our newest board of directors.
Yes.
So that was official last week, and I think your thought leadership and perspective and having that education component is so important, and I think you'll see more and more programming coming out of the chamber with workforce development, continuing education options, and then trying to also help you, identify that curriculum that would respond to the needs of employers in this area if they're seeing skill sets lacking. It sounds like your programming is creative enough to come up and help with that, and so the chamber is anxious to facilitate and help with that process.
Yes.
So yeah, what are some of the things you're excited to do to joining the chamber?
Well, I think for the chamber, I think that obviously there's a lot of great assets that's already here. So I just want to add value.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
There's two of them
There's
right
two.
here, and they're related.
Exactly. No. I think there's and so I think that the groundwork has been laid, and I think that already, just because of what leadership you provided here, has also spearheaded, energy, innovation, creativity, and also inspire others in the communities. When I go out and talk to others, they're like, yeah, we're excited about what's happening with the chamber.
Yeah.
And so, but again, this
Dare I
is
say
the
there's a
momentum.
buzz?
Yes, there's a buzz. There's a buzz. So, but it just made me even more excited, and I just think that knowing that I'm working with good people, and people are about doing the right thing, and also having a commitment to education, workforce development, and service the needs of the community, was one of the motivating factors behind my decision. And so I look forward to it, and just want to continue to contribute to those efforts that's taking place, and to make sure that we're continue to meet the workforce and economic needs of our community.
Excellent. I like that.
Absolutely.
You also participated. We've had a chance to play golf twice in 2 tournaments now.
Yes.
And I tell you, your game really went up that second time exponentially. I think the tour may be looking for you there. I was pretty impressed with Moonshining Mulligans to the Summer Rotary.
Yes. Well, I would say there's probably a little more motivation behind it. And so, because of my first round, I didn't look very good, and so in fact I was a little embarrassed about my performance, and so I think you provide a little motivation for me.
A little motivation speech. Yeah, I think I did.
Get your together. And so after
boy,
that,
you did.
I said,
Wow.
okay, I gotta come back. Darrell's taking this game serious. I'm like, wow, okay. I
Darrell's
think we're
the
just having a
only
good
one
time.
taking like community golf events serious.
Right.
You're gonna be on my team. It's competition.
Yeah.
You get your straightened out.
Exactly.
And gosh,
so,
you did. Wow.
So as a
You had
result, I had
nice
to bring
golf
my A
game.
game.
You brought your A game.
I had to
It was
come back.
so
That's
much
why I
fun.
don't golf with her.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm totally kidding. But
Yes.
no, I did hear that you really stepped up your game between those two tournaments, and hopefully you'll be back for Moonshining Mulligans next year.
Oh,
Yeah.
On top of being a board director, we'll have you get involved in Moonshining Mulligans and more kind of fun. I know we have Champions of Commerce Gala coming up, and really hope you can attend that. And
Yep.
hope our chamber community can kind of get to know you more as a board director and as a president of Pierce College. I think you're going to bring a lot to the community in general.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, we're excited. Was
Yeah.
there someone else there? I wish I could
Ruthie
see.
Schindler.
Hi, Ruthie.
Ruthie.
Any questions you have for President Cain? We're more than welcome to take those. I loved seeing you guys out at the was it the Cowboy Parade with your part of the rodeo.
Oh, the
Yes,
cattle.
Pierce College.
Yes,
Yeah, the
Pierce
cattle
College
drive.
Parade,
That was
yes.
really fun. That's
Yes.
where I got this great pennant.
Yes.
But yeah.
No, it was, and like I said, one of the things that we really pride ourselves, we want to make sure that we're integrated into the community. And so events, activities, we want to be a part of that. And so I think that what's happening here at the Chamber is just allowing us to really become a more focal point and to also respond to some of the immediate needs that we have. And so I think that our engagement, whether it's a rodeo or if it's a basketball game, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We want to be full-fledged involved and continuing to build that, and it helps us with fulfilling our mission.
Yeah.
And so that's really important.
And this community does that, such a natural job of that. So, well, hey, thank you so much for being here. We're really excited for Thursday. Here's a list of some of the events. But Thursday night in particular is the Celebrating Music at Pierce College, where the Chamber is partnering with Pierce College, and there'll be live music. You said blues.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. Got
Tours,
a string quartet as well.
String quartet, so a little something for everyone. But it's 5:30 to 7:30. Is there a cost for these events?
No, there's no cost. However, let me take that back. There's one cost. And if you're a community or a child that's not a student at the college, for the movie Aladdin, it is $1.
$1. I like it.
$1. So, but
I like it.
everything else is free, no cost, and just fun activities.
Awesome.
So.
Well, I think it's a great thing you're doing. We should all be celebrating higher education. Just such a great asset in this community. For those of you who don't know, Pierce College just got, is it number 4 in the nation?
Number 5.
Number 5 in the nation. Next year, number 4. But
Number
still,
1 next year.
number 1
We're
next
gonna
year.
go number
Yeah,
1.
tell us a little bit about that in closing, just so we can understand what an incredible asset. We already know you to be an asset in the immediate community, but nationally to be recognized is pretty phenomenal.
Yes. Well, it's great, and from the standpoint that our commitment in terms of meeting our student needs, and also recognizing, well, Aspen is a think tank group. And so as part of that effort, it recognizes colleges in terms of addressing performance and equity gaps. And so where you have either students who may be in marginalized communities or students who don't have certain economic resources, but those are the students that typically have the challenges that don't flourish. We've been able to close those gaps and also help our students to increase their overall retention rates, returning back to college, as well as completion rates, graduating or transferring to four-year university as well.
Yeah.
And so because of those efforts, we've been recognized as one of the top 5 colleges in the nation. And Aspen also awards the winner, we're not the winner this year, but they award a $1 million prize. However, because we were number 5, that we were also received some dollars, contributions.
Fantastic.
But we gave all the money back to our foundation to help our students in terms of their economic needs for college. So
yeah, your foundation's pretty incredible. Ivy and I went to a small gathering to learn more about that, and Chancellor Johnson was there, and other community leaders, and really impressed with all of the awards you're providing, individual students, and just to see where what that has done for them.
Right.
The Wind Beneath Their Wings was certainly launched into some pretty incredible people, giving right back to the community, right back to Pierce College.
Right.
Yeah, we heard from one student in particular who I want to say that he was someone that went through your program and learned a lot, and now he's kind of helping to teach people more about the foundation work that you guys do, and kind of be an advocate, and to kind of put his story out there to share, hey, without the foundation, without this, I wouldn't be where I am today. And I think that's always really powerful when you not only can kind of give to students and give them that hand up, but you can also have them want to get involved to give back to more students, because it made such an impact on their life.
And there's the cycle. It's very
Exactly.
inspiring. It's nice.
Exactly.
Yes.
Oh, I see Cameron tuned in. Hi, Cameron.
Hi, Cameron. Yeah, well, hey, thank you guys. Anything from anyone? We didn't ask him about his favorite Disney character. We've been doing that lately.
Disney character or movie. Is it Aladdin?
Could it be?
Wow. Disney character. Well, I don't know. I think growing up as a child, I was always a fan. I mean, it might sound a little lame, but Mickey Mouse was always one of my favorites.
I love it.
So it was always a cool character. And however, there was another character. It was a cartoon. It was called Mighty Mouse. And
Mighty Mouse.
Yes.
Was he here to save the day?
Exactly. Yes. So that was probably part of that influence. So I was very fond in terms of wanting to have the strength and skill set. I never achieved that, but it was always an ambition as a child. Anyway.
I love
it. Yes. So
Cameron said he has a question, but I didn't see it pop up yet. So we'll wait for your question, Cameron. We'll give you just another minute or so to type it up. And Patty Summers just tuned in.
Hi, Patty. Also a board member, the
All right.
marketing director out at South Hill Mall, another great partner in the community.
Okay.
Is that the question?
No, his question is particularly about the cost of online. Oh no.
Okay.
I don't know what I just did. Hold on. Oh, I have no idea what I did.
All right.
We might have to call it and then have him answer it in the comments.
Yes.
Sorry, I don't know how to turn this. And again, I don't know what I hit, but let me grab this and hold it up for you guys.
Yeah. I don't think that's doing it. Yeah. It's
Have to
okay.
rotate.
It's okay. We'll just enclose.
I don't know.
Thanks for that question. There we go.
Okay.
And what is there's the rotation?
That's not that.
Oh, that's flipping it around.
Yeah, that's
Anyway, this is fun. Anyway, so
Okay.
you all met him. Here he is,
Right.
up and
Up close in
close.
person.
Darrell Cain. Super excited to have him. I'm Tara. This was great. I'm now. We're not gonna let Ivy. We're not gonna allow for questions anymore.
Alrighty, I'm gonna hit the finish button.
Thank you.
Bye.